On to Montreal and our good friend Thierry Henry, Red Bull legend, always in our hearts. He's
Out of
got
my
he's
heart.
got no, shut up.
Sorry.
Don't you all right, that's another one on the strike list. Disrespecting Titi is a strike. Um, so he's got big challenges ahead of him, right? The side that lost to the Tampa Bay Rowdies in preseason. Um, which is crazy because not only did they lose to the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they also scored their first preseason goal against them in I think 3 games. Like they just things were not clicking, and then all of a sudden they went into Champions League and scored two against one of the best teams in Costa Rica. But that's why we love MLS, right? Um, they started Diop in goal today, which was baffling to me because I thought Bush is your number one always. He was one of the best shot stoppers in the league. Um, I actually have him right here saying Bush is strong in goal, but evidently that might not be who's going with it. So that's a question mark in the air. No Diallo, like we mentioned last week, one of the best center backs. Um, Zach Braguillard, going to be really. I think he'll have a good year this year. Rod Fanny, who's 800 years old. Camacho, who can be on and off. I remember having him last year in fantasy, and he was on and off. Jorge Corrales might be a decent shout, and Yuka Raitala, both of them at left back, could be really good. Going forward, they get better, right? I was actually saying before, Samuel Piet is solid and very, very quietly one of the better players on that team. Love Bojan. Saw him play today, and I think he is one of the guys who will have a very quiet but good year this year. Like people are going to, because this team won't be good, but he'll still put up good numbers. Tider, Lapali, Adam, say that name. Yeah,
Lapalainen.
Lapalainen, that's the one. And Kyoto, who I just found out was he didn't play all like the second half of last year with Houston, which is why he's here now because he elbowed Ronald Matarrita in the face and got suspended by the league and his team for the entire year. Like it was like, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. And then Onkwonkwo, who scored today, with Urruti, who was also very good. He had a banger, Urruti. I can't believe they called that back.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a finish! So I said, go.
I mean, it was a
Oh
foul.
no, for sure, for sure. Like I said, when something like that goes in, you don't call a foul. You just say, "Hey, good for you. Let's go home. Let's go." Um,
Eh,
but like I said, going forward, they're good and they're going to score goals. That back line is poor. It's thin. It's old. It's slow. It's horrible, and they are going to concede a ton. So that back line, it scares me.
I mean, I fully agree. But if you look at the team they put out today against Saprissa, they're missing Lapalainen and they're missing Tider.
Yeah.
So that midfield's only going to get better next to Piette. But yeah, that back line is just a mess. But again, I think they're 2-3 acquisitions next year, and that's a solid looking team to build off of.
Especially if Henri stays for the full year and they give him time to grow, he'll be good.
He's just going to put himself out at left wing if they need him.
Please. Please.
Yeah, honestly, I was just I don't know. I don't feel too impressed with this team. I just think that, like, as you guys have said, defense is terrible, and then the attack can be exciting. It could be explosive, but can they stay healthy? I think that's my biggest question. And if they can't, I feel like this team could be really bad, like maybe at Adam's level of FCC bad.
No, they're not there yet.
And then,
Unless Henri goes and punches someone in the head tomorrow, then
I mean,
I think they're all right.
you never know. You never know. But I'm
true.
curious to know how Henri's going to do here because, his last coaching job was really bad. But, then again, so was DeBoer, and he came in and he did a pretty solid job. So I'm curious to know
Yeah,
if maybe,
it took him 2 months to do it, though. You guys were awful the first 2 months.
yeah, well, let's see how Henri does. Maybe MLS is just the career saver.
Yeah, it could be. I think I mentioned that the other day when we were talking about him coming in was the fact that it is a different league. It offers a lot more and is a lot more forgiving for most people. Sorry, Ron Jans. Um,